There are so many things that child-free people have in common, and today we're going to talk about one of the things that so many of us can relate to. It's the over-the-top, ginormous, immense, and unconditional love we have for our pets. If you're a pet lover like we are, this is the video for you. Hello friends, welcome to the Childfree Connection and welcome back if you've been hanging out with us since we launched our channel just a short time ago, although it really seems like we've been friends for a while. I'm Veronica, my partner Rick is behind the scenes doing the production thing. Rick and I live a child-free life and make child-free content together here on YouTube and on our Instagram page, so please make sure to follow us there too. This channel is for inspiration, support, celebration, and education of living child-free. So if that sounds like a community that you want to be a part of, please take a moment to like this video, click the subscribe button, and hit the bell so that you get notified each time we release new content. Also, we have some developments up our sleeves, so make sure to sign up for the Childfree Connection Now alerts on our website, which will keep you updated on all the things that we are working on to serve this community. So when we were in the decision-making process of are we going to move to Austin from New York City or are we not, and probably only pet lovers may understand this, but I swear it's 100% true, Eddie got 1/3 of the vote. He did. But by the way, for those of you who haven't met him yet, this is Eddie. He's a rescue and recently turned 12. We believe he's half Havanese and maybe the other half is Shih Tzu. We're not sure, so let us know what you think. Okay, so back to the move. At the time when we were trying to make the decision, Eddie had just turned 11, so we kept feeling bad because of the terrible New York City weather. He would get these short, uninteresting walks. He would miss out on the park all the time because we were just too cold to go, and he didn't really have a lot of fun or outdoor time. So we really took his retirement years into account. So the second time we came to scout Austin to see if it was a city we wanted to live in, of course, we brought him with us. Him being here really made the decision so obvious for us. If you've ever been to Austin, you know, but if you haven't, I'll share with you that this is the best city for dogs and their parents. There is dog-friendly everything. The dog parks are incredible. You could bring your dog pretty much everywhere. And I've spoken to a bunch of young singles in the neighborhood and couples with dogs, and they have shared that their dogs is not really training for a kid, that it is their kid. Just last week, I was watching this girl in the elevator and she was super overwhelmed with her puppy and her bags and trying to get her phone out of her pocket and trying to hit the elevator door. And before she got out, she turned to me and said, "He's enough. I can't ever imagine having a kid." Now, this was a completely unsolicited comment and I didn't get to answer because she stormed out, but of course I was thinking, oh, I know. Obviously, not everyone has a dog, and we love to see all your pet photos on Instagram. If your pet at this point has its own Instagram account, we would not be surprised. So Rick and I decided to look into the top Instagram pet accounts so that we could share them with you. And in no particular order, meet Jif Pom, Nala Cat, Juniper Fox, Real Diddy Kong, The Girl is a Squirrel, and Hamlet the Piggy. The Dogs of Instagram hashtag has over 248 million posts, with Cats of Instagram holding strong with 167 million posts of their own. And the list of pet-related hashtag goes on and on. Even here on YouTube, you can spend an entire afternoon watching adorable or funny pet videos, which I've definitely done before. And watching this content is the perfect way to brighten your mood, as the cuteness level is just Ask any pet parent and they may tell you that their pet is their human child, or at the very least, they get treated like one. Rick and I call Eddie the king, and we always laugh because We'll drop him off for his grooming spa day, and his haircut and his treatments are more expensive than ours. And we don't really cook, so we're always stressing and trying to figure out our meals. But Eddie gets fresh, chef-prepared, human-grade food every week, which we divide and meal prep for him. He is very particular about most things and will only hang out with us in our bed if we don't move. So we have created the strategy where if one of us has to get up, the other has to distract him with some belly rubs so that he doesn't get annoyed and jump off. This really happens. We also like to bring Eddie with us when we travel, which on some occasions his ticket has been more expensive than ours. And of course, because we stay at pet-friendly hotels, he gets the royal treatment upon his arrival. Hi there, so just a quick side note here. I realize that we've been talking about Eddie the whole time because we're obsessed, we can't help it. But we do want to learn more about your pet. So send us a photo over DM or just tag us and we'll be happy to share your pet photos in our Instagram stories. So why are we so obsessed with our fur babies? Obviously, people with kids can be just as obsessed with their pets as we are, but there's a difference when you may consider this to be your only child. And look, there is a lot of debate online on the child-pet equivalency, and I'm certainly not going to argue that point because once again, it depends on how you feel. But I'm sure you've heard people say it's just a dog, not a child. Look, I'm a smart woman. I can tell the difference between an animal and a human. I understand that Eddie doesn't speak and will not be going to college, but the relationship that Rick and I have with him is about much more than that. It's beyond logic and reality. It's just how we feel. If someone feels that their pet is their baby, there is no logic or reason that will change that person's mind because the feeling's in their heart. Just like a parent can't imagine their lives without their kids, many of us can't imagine ours without our pets. Over the years, people have asked me if I skipped out on motherhood because I wasn't nurturing, which for me couldn't be farther from the truth. I am such a mama bear, and I've always been. I love taking care of people. I end up as a mama figure in pretty much every situation I'm in. So when it came to getting a dog, it was no different. By the way, I don't want Eddie to hear this, but I was originally vehemently against having a dog. My ex-husband wanted to get a dog because he loved them and he grew up with one and was really on me about getting one of our own. I didn't grow up with a dog, although I wish I did because it probably could have helped me a lot. So my experience with dogs was that they were really scary. I had such fear of them and I didn't really understand them at all. It wasn't until I was a grown adult that I had my first dog friend, and her owner really took the time to explain to me how dogs are trained, what they like, didn't like, and how they behaved. So I decided to give in and get the dog, but I made all these rules about how I wasn't gonna be responsible for it, I wasn't gonna walk it, I wasn't gonna pick up its poop, I wasn't gonna do anything. And then the day came when we went to the shelter to pick him up, and I swear to you, the second that little guy was placed in my hands, I was done. The love and obsession has grown every single day, and I couldn't be happier that he's in my life.
Do you remember the day that you got your pet? Was it love at first sight, or did it take a little bit to warm up to them? Let us know in the comments below.
Okay, so back to nurturing. Now, I should clarify that you don't need to be nurturing to be a great pet parent, and some child-free people are nurturers and others are not. Obviously, we're all different. Despite this, the connection we have with our pets is undeniable. You may feel the same about your pet, but I can't even fully put into words what this little guy has done for me over the years. I had some very dark times in my past, and he was able to just wave his cute little tail and do his cute little dance and whisk me away into a world where all my issues and concerns just melted away. So why do our pets bring us so much joy and fulfillment? What are the benefits of having them? Well, first, they get us out of the house and get us moving. Getting fresh air and a walk can decrease our stress levels, improve our cardiovascular health, and burn calories. I know for a fact there's been plenty of times that if it wasn't for Eddie, I wouldn't have left my apartment, and those calories would just pile on because I would just sit there at my desk and stare at my computer all day long. It's also been proven that petting our animals can also reduce stress and lower depression. Those cat strokes and puppy belly rubs are not just a bonus for them, but they help us feel calmer, and playtime with our furry friends can naturally increase our serotonin and dopamine levels, which just put us in a better mood.
So ever since I met Veronica, obviously Eddie came as a welcomed package deal, and every day I have spent a lot of time talking with him, and he truly is my best friend for sure.
If you have a pet that can leave the house, they can certainly help us be more social. Eddie has friends in the building, and we know the pets' names, but almost always we forget the owner's name. He also makes friends wherever we go. People are always asking if they can pet him, and even when Rick and I are alone with Eddie, we almost always end up striking up a conversation with other pet parents. Another benefit is that if you live alone, which I did for a few years, having Eddie made me feel less alone. He was such a great source of company and emotional support for me. And last but not least is, of course, the unconditional love. The bond we build with our pets is unbreakable, and I can't even put into words how much Rick and I love this little guy, and I'm sure many of you feel the same about your own pets. Owning a pet is a big responsibility, and those of us that have chosen a child-free life may have opted out of having kids, but we are all in with our choice to be pet parents. If you're as obsessed with your pet as we are, or if this video resonated with you in any way, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified next time we release a new video. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we're excited to see you next week.
So we're on location shooting our next YouTube video, and it's beautiful here, right? Gorgeous setting. There's Veronica. But anyway, I'm shooting her walking forward while I'm going backwards, and I'm going like this, and she's doing her thing, and I literally tripped over this thing and almost busted my ass bad.
Do you remember the day that you got your pet? You're gonna, oh